In today's video, I'm going to simplify for you the work of taking care of chickens at home, especially backyard poultry farming. So I'm just going to give you a few key tips. So let's dive into tip number one. Make sure that your chicken coop or your chicken house is customized. It's very easy for you to handle. Look at my chicken house, for instance. You've seen it before, but now I have really improved it. I have improvised on the feeders. So before, feeding was very difficult for me, as you saw in the past video, but here this is what I improvised on. This is a water trapper, or it's used in harvesting grain. So what I did, I went in a certain store and I bought it cheaply. I think I bought it 3,000 Ghana shillings, and out of it I made 3 feeders for my chickens, and it's really working for me. The food cannot be contaminated, and then it's easy to manage. It doesn't get dirty. I don't know when I last washed these feeders. Number 2, I also customized on the drinkers. These are jerry cans. I cut them by myself. Just use anything that you have at home. So as you can see, it's very easy for my birds. It's easy for me, and it's very cheap. Number 3, how you can customize your chicken house. As you can see, I put chicken link nets. If you're so careful, you would see that the droppings from my chickens are falling right on this polythene bag or plastic bag that I've put down here. So it means it's easy for me to clean this chicken house, and my hands are always in a clean place. What I did was to get a chain link, and I put that net. So my chickens are on the net up there, so they don't have to step in. Their droppings just fall down. And I make sure I dispose of these droppings every day. I do it on a daily basis. This ensures that my chicken are always in a clean environment. So I'm reducing on the risks of disease spread. As you can see, I put there another chain link over there. They step on top of them. And for this down layer, or the layer on the ground, what I did, because it's on the floor and I needed like 3 levels, what I did was to put the wood shavings. So these wood shavings makes it easy for me to change the litter and keep the place dry and clean. The other thing is the fact that they'll make sure my chickens are on a safe ground or warm ground, because if the ground is bare, it means they're going to suffer from some wound under their feet. Someone might wonder, how many birds can my chicken house? You can see, as small as is, up here I can house about 10 birds, even more. And here too, I can house like 10 birds. Even here, I can house more than 10 birds. So it's actually me who is underutilizing this space. You want to make sure that actually you are feeding your birds right, even when they are local birds. So for the case of my birds, what I usually do is the fact that I feed them on schedule. I feed them 3 times a day, early in the morning, in the afternoon, when they are going to sleep. I don't feed them at night because there is no need, and they are not commercial. They're just for normal purposes. And what do I feed them with? We have the chicken scraps, anything that is the leftover, the vegetables, anything from the kitchen, I feed them. Also, I feed them on commercial feeds. What I do, I go to Container Village, I buy the concentrate, I buy the maize bran, and also buy the broken maize. I come and I mix it. Usually, if you have a kilo of concentrate, you mix it in 5 kilograms of maize bran or 5 kilograms of broken maize. If you give your local birds maize bran, it will make them thinner. So what you can do, you can mix both maize bran and broken together, and then you start giving them. But also to cut on the costs of feeds, or to manage my feeds properly, if I get banana peelings, I mix them together, or vegetable peelings, I also mix them together so that I have a huge amount and save some clothes. So the 5 kilograms of that feed, that complete feed, can last me about like a week and a half. Really, I'm happy that my birds are doing so well. One more tip that I would give to anyone who is taking seriously backyard poultry farming: please pay attention to your birds. Recently, I realized that my rooster here has droopings. It drools, I mean, saliva comes out of its mouth. I went on the internet, searched about it. It's a sign of certain disease. I have tried to heal it like organically. They told me garlic is very good. So I mixed garlic with ginger and lemon. So I'm giving them, and today I didn't see any draws from its mouth. So whenever I could feed, you could see saliva coming out of its mouth, and also it infected this one. So if you know that kind of diseases, you could alert me. Also, I realized that amongst these birds, I haven't figured out which one. There is one which is having some scary droppings, white, like completely white droppings, and I was told that is not a good sign. It could mean that one of your birds is sick, but I haven't figured it out which one. Then recently, this one also got sick. I realized it wasn't feeding well. It was isolating itself from the others, and when I checked on the internet, I actually found out it's one of the signs of coccidiosis. I also healed it organically. What did I do? I still gave it garlic. So I think when you're dealing with lock birds at home or another type of birds, you can always use organic healings. Or you can use herbs that are around to help you treat your birds, especially if you have made sure you have vaccinated them. Because like for these ones, the vaccination schedule is almost done. I just give them, like every month I give them Newcastle, but the other major vaccinations are done. What I'm doing to boost their immunity and give them some herbs like aloe vera, I'm giving them some garlic, I'm giving them some charcoal dust together with ash. I'm mixing it in water. I realized that once I do those herbs, or once I give them those herbs, whichever bird which was showing some signs of sickness, it actually heals.